Tonight, Spotsylvania Sheriff's deputies are searching for 23-year-old Alyssa Jane Venable. They say that she should be considered armed and dangerous.
The family of a suspected killer is urging her to turn herself into police.
We don't know the facts, but right now, my granddaughter's missing. Please, AJ, call home. Just please call home.
On June 4th, 2024, at around 10:17 p.m., the Spotsylvania, Virginia Sheriff's Office responded to a caller who stated he walked into his house and found his roommate lying on the couch with a pillow over his bleeding head. When deputies arrived, they confirmed the man was deceased and then located two additional individuals with gunshot wounds. One was found in the bathroom and the other in the detached garage. Detectives from the sheriff's office subsequently executed two search warrants for the property. The first, issued just after midnight on June 5th, turned up 3 cartridge cases, 2 cell phones, a backpack with a tablet, a folder with documents, and a plastic bag with white crystals, possibly narcotics according to the warrant. All 3 victims had upper body trauma. Robert John McGuire, 77, Gregory Scott Powell, 60, and Carol Ann Reese, 65, all from Spotsylvania, Virginia. But there was one roommate missing, a 23-year-old woman named Alyssa Jane Venable. She had only been living in the home, which rented rooms, for a short period of time. In fact, as police were on their way to the home from the first call for assistance, another call came in from someone who had just seen her. Venable had dropped her dog off with him, and he said she was acting strange, so he asked for authorities to perform a welfare check on her. According to Spotsylvania General District Court records, Venable has a lengthy criminal history dating back to March 2019 that started with an alleged shoplifting offense. Later that same month, the original charge was amended to 1 count of entering property to cause damage. In December 2021, she was charged with petty larceny. In January 2024, her charge was reckless driving, and on May 17, 2024, she was charged with assault and battery at a local McDonald's. 2 hours after deputies discovered the victims, a friend of Venable arrived at the sheriff's office with vital information. According to search warrants, that friend and her boyfriend showed up with 2 envelopes. The friend retrieved the envelopes from her mother's mailbox. Alyssa had confessed to hurting people. She had left behind a package containing cash, a handwritten note with instructions on how to care for her dog, and a final message suggesting she intended to take her own life. Detectives were immediately struck by the contents of that package, especially the cash. Its origin was unclear, until a relative of one of the victims revealed that the victim kept as much as $7,000 in cash at home. That revelation shifted the investigation's focus, leading authorities to suspect that robbery may have been part of the motive behind the murders. That pivotal tip sent investigators, including U.S. Marshals, on a 2-day manhunt for Venable.
Deputies say Venable is considered armed and dangerous. If you know her whereabouts, you're asked to call 1-540-582-5822 or submit your tips online to P3 Tips.
The sheriff's office released a statement. After further investigation and evidence collection, it was discovered that a roommate had committed this heinous crime. Law enforcement kept public information to a minimum by adding, they were withholding certain aspects of the triple murder in order to maintain the integrity of the ongoing investigation. As word reached her family, Alyssa's grandmother pleaded for her to turn herself in.
Please call home. She's being accused of a heinous crime, and we don't know the facts. We don't know. But right now, my granddaughter's missing. And we don't know if she's at risk of taking her life. So we would just say, please, AJ, call home. Just please call home.
The U.S. Marshals, Spotsylvania authorities, and the New York State Police all played a role in locating Venable, who was known to be driving a gray 2009 Honda Civic with a Virginia tag. Around 5:45 p.m., 2 days after the murders, troopers with the New York State Police observed a vehicle matching that description and attempted to initiate a traffic stop. The driver refused to stop, and a high-speed chase ensued, with speeds reaching 100 miles per hour. At some point during the pursuit, a tire deflation device was deployed by police, causing the vehicle to crash. Venable was taken into custody without further incident and transported to Guthrie Corning Hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. We have yet to hear why she chose New York in which to flee. No other parties were injured during the pursuit. New York State Police obtained a fugitive warrant for Venable and made arrangements for her extradition back to Virginia. At that time, the state police said they were still seeking the public's assistance in learning more about Venable's movements and activities prior to her capture. Detectives located a gun in her car with the same caliber ammunition found at the scene of the homicides in Virginia. In the end, Alyssa Jane Venable admitted to the unthinkable, pleading guilty to the brutal murders of Robert John McGuire, Gregory Scott Powell, and Carol Ann Reese. While little is known publicly about Carol, we do know that Robert was a kind-hearted CPA who brought joy playing Santa Claus at the Salvation Army, and Gregory was a proud Navy veteran, a devoted father to 3 daughters, and a grandfather of 7. On June 20th, 2025, justice was served. Venable was sentenced to 113 years in prison, 99 for the murders, and 14 more for the violent crimes that accompanied them. Her future is sealed behind bars, while the lives she took echo in the memories of those left behind.